You're watching Cartell TV and I'm Jenny. Today we're checking out the absolutely all-new 2023 Niro from Kia.
Now, it comes as both a hybrid or a full EV and no longer a plug-in hybrid option.
Here I have the full EV Niro in the top GT line trim, and I do love me a top trim, and I'll also talk about the specs of the lower trim.
Now, I know this might appear to be just another release in the Kia vehicle lineup.
Now this 2023 Niro release is kind of a big deal.
Not just in terms of this striking new design, or the improvements in drive and tech over the outgoing model. I'll go through all of that and detail the main noteworthy features.
One of the biggest bits of news with the new Niro is the Key Connect system, but we'll talk about that a bit later.
So let's start with this standout new design.
The front sports what Kia is calling their new Tiger Face design, which is a nice upgrade from the outgoing Baboon Face.
There's this sleek front grille and heartbeat monitor style LEDs.
Now being an EV, it has this little door up the front, and the best part about the front is that it still has a semblance of a grille.
What we have here instead is a nice dark pattern which symbolises the essence of grille without actually being one. The side sports these 17-inch alloys on all EV variants.
Personally, I'm really loving this design, and the hybrid comes with either 16 or 18 depending on the trim.
There's this aero C-pillar which actually serves a very purposeful role of optimising the airflow around the Niro.
But even cooler with these cool contrasting colours you get.
And at the back, we get a bunch more cladding and these boomerang rear tail lights.
Slightly more traditional than say EV6, but with very modern elements.
There's 8 colours to choose from across the range. This one is not my favourite. Both the full EV and hybrid are front-wheel drive.
As mentioned, there are 2 powertrain options to choose from.
The hybrid has a Smartstream 1.6 litre petrol engine that's paired with a 32 kilowatt electric motor that combined produces 104 kilowatts of power and 265 newton meters of torque. And there's a new lighter 6-speed DCT that also increases efficiency.
And that gives you a much improved hybrid from Kia, which can sip as little as 4 litres per 100 kilometres. Impressive. Now let me tell you about what's powering this EV.
There's a 64.8 kilowatt hour battery electric motor combo. It zaps out 150 kilowatts of power and 255 newton meters of torque.
The driving range is 460 kilometres, WLTP, which is good, but it's only 5 kilometres more than the outgoing Niro.
A 50 kilowatt charger, which is the quickest one I know of in our Adelaide CBD, would take you from 10 to 80% in just over an hour. A 350 kilowatt DC rapid charger will get you from 10 to 80% in just 43 minutes.
And while that's impressive, what would be more impressive is for them to build more of them around, so it's actually more functional. Hurry up, please.
Driving is smooth and cushiony.
It almost seems like this car was tuned for the Australian roads, and actually it is.
As is often the case with Kia and Hyundais, they tune suspension setups to suit our roads.
I really noticed how quiet this one is, even compared to the hybrid, which I guess would be expected with the EV. And I'm talking actual road noise, not the obvious absence of an engine.
Less road noise, also due to these smaller 17-inch wheels, as opposed to the 18 inches in the hybrid GT line.
One of my favourite features found in EVs is that lovely regen braking. Although some are better than others, this one is definitely one of the better ones.
You can use the paddle shifters to determine the strength of the regen braking. And once you get used to it, you will likely want to keep the car on the max setting, and you can almost get away without using your brakes.
Another great feature is while you're in adaptive cruise control mode, this car actually activates regen braking, which is great.
Brake towing capacity for this Niro EV is now 750 kilograms, as opposed to 300 kilograms in the outgoing Niro. Now that is significant for people who like to tow stuff.
The interior in the new Niro looks so much more modern now, and it's not overdone at all, it's just really nice and streamlined.
There are no analog components anymore across the range. It's all digital, baby. It's something I'm still getting used to though. The GT line trims come with a massive 10.25-inch infotainment screen, as well as a 10.25-inch digital display cluster. They both sit in line with each other, giving the driver a panoramic viewing experience.
I'm really impressed with the resolution of the screens too. It's really nice and crisp.
Compared with the screens we saw in the new Land Cruiser and Navara Pro 4X we just reviewed, have another look at these Niro screens. Oh yeah.
There's actually so many controllable functions within these screens too. It can actually be really distracting if you allow it to be.
I noticed they sit a little lower than they do in the EV6, but then there is the head-up display in higher trims, so you can get your key information while keeping your eyes on the road.
The interior ergonomics are really well laid out, and a lot of the main elements and buttons are in line with the new Sportage and the EV6.
You have the circular gear selector. There's wireless charging and a combination of USB and USB-C up front, with USB-C outputs on the sides of the front seats as well.
So back here there are air vents and pocket holder, these funny handle things, and the armrest with cup holders. Door bin has got an extra little slot there, but it's not very big. These back of the seats are really hard. I would just say that I hit my hand, and I know they probably have to be there for structure, but yeah, don't smash your hand on it.
Boot space is also plentiful. You get an increase of 25 litres on the outgoing Niro to 475 litres. Oh goody, now I can fit more overpriced groceries that I can't afford.
You can also change the height of the boot by moving the floor, which is handy if you have something that's a bit deeper that you need to put in. And you get this new design of removable boot cover, which if you want to take it off, you can kind of just fold it up, and it does fold up easily. Some of these things are really awkward. It just pops away. Look at that.
There's also 20 litres of frunk space up front where you can keep your cables or small items. There is a vehicle-to-load exterior adapter you can use for powering up a campsite or charging another car, as we have had to do in the past. And you also get a V2L interior socket under the back seats. Bon appetit!
So let's get down to talking about Kia Connect.
It's an OEM-developed connected car service.
What is that, you ask? Well, if you download an app on your phone, you can access a whole other range of functions through Kia Connect.
Stolen vehicle immobilization, real-time data weather traffic, and a valet mode will allow the main user to monitor vehicle status if left with a third party.
You can access info on past trips. You can be aware of how the car is functioning at all times.
Now, a big thing for the EV side of things is having the ability to schedule your charging. A handy feature will let you manage your charging times to be in line with when your electricity costs are best value or your solar panels are producing the most power, and so on. That is cool.
You can also remotely access climate control, which is great on an icy cold day or on those scorches.
And other cool features are the ability to remotely lock and unlock your car, integrate your calendars, and even find my car with augmented reality guidance. Oh, there are so many features with the prospects of so much more being able to be unlocked in the future.
Kia has already hinted to us that there will be over-the-air updates coming soon, so stay tuned.
Kia Connect will be offered as complimentary on the new Niro for 7 years, just like Kia's warranty. So this means it potentially will be a subscription service after that term. Not sure how I feel about that yet.
Now, outside of Tesla, this is the first time we've seen a manufacturer offering something this comprehensive.
A real game changer, so let's watch this Kia Connect space.
It is jam-packed with the latest safety features across the range, including
AEB, lane keep assist and lane follow assist, blind spot collision warning with rear cross traffic collision warning, blind spot collision avoidance assist with rear cross traffic collision avoidance, safe exit warning, parking sensors with dash display, rear view camera with dynamic parking guidelines, driver attention alert, intelligent speed limit assist, haptic steering wheel feedback, high beam assist, and more.
Some of the options exclusive to the GT are
the safe exit assist, parking collision avoidance assist, and the remote park assist. Pricing for the all-new Niro starts at $44,380 for a hybrid S trim.
And this fully electric GT line has a recommended retail price of around $72,000.
Pricing will remain a sticking point for many wanting to enter the electric vehicle market. And with the Niro carrying a price tag almost on point with the larger EV6, you won't be choosing this one based on cost alone.
But it's still an impressive electric vehicle. And with that Kia Connect, it's raising the bar higher to more closely compete with, say, Tesla in the tech department. Thanks again for watching Cartell TV. So what do you think of the new Niro and that Kia Connect? Leave your comments below. We always love to see them, and we'll see you in the next review. Peace.